Welcome back. It's another episode in the Creep on June Grimwood fairy tale. Now, in the last episode, the twins had been rescued by the raven, the ferryman, and he had taken them across the river and seemingly set them on the right path. Let's find out whether that is the case. So the raven had indicated the right-hand path was the safe one and the one that the twins should take. And so they made their way down this path. Now, as they continued, the forest was getting darker and denser, and really it was only just the path, the narrow path that they were on, that they could follow. They were starting to get a little bit worried when suddenly they came to a tree right in the middle of the path. There was no way round it to the left and there was no way round it to the right. And in the middle of the trunk of this tree was a door. Now the twins were a little bit worried because they remembered the door in the trees that had started this whole sorry adventure. But as I say, there was no way to the left, there was no way to the right. It was cold, it was dark, and the trees were close together. So they had no choice, they felt, but to go through this door. Well, as they went through this door, they came out into a much clearer area, and to the right of the path there was a beautiful patch of sunlight in a grove of trees. Now the twins eagerly headed towards this sunlight, because, as I say, it had been pretty dark and cold, and they were pleased for a bit of warmth. Suddenly, beneath the trunks of the trees, they noticed two women. The women were identical. Each had long silver hair and prominent eyes. Now, the other thing that the twins suddenly noticed was that beside each of these two women were spinning wheels. "Good evening," said Frida rather nervously. The women smiled at exactly the same moment. "We have been expecting you," said the first. "We're always expecting someone," said the second. The twins noticed that neither of the women's feet really touched the ground. Who are you?" asked Freddie. "We are the Sisters of Fate," replied the first. "Or perhaps we are merely sisters," said the second. The women turned to their spinning wheels. The first woman was spinning white thread. As she spun, tiny little images appeared within her thread. They were beautiful, joyful images of good things to come. The second woman was spinning black thread. As she spun her thread, the twins saw shadows and images of loss, grief, and betrayal. As the twins watched, the woman weaving the white thread pulled a piece from her spinning wheel and handed it to Frida. The second, spinning the black thread, handed a piece to Freddie. Remember, every life is woven from both dark and light. When darkness comes, remember that light follows. And when light comes, remember that darkness never sleeps. Before the twins could ask another question, a wind swept through the grove of trees. The spinning wheels turned faster and faster until the women dissolved into drifting threads that wrapped themselves around the trees and slowly evaporated upwards. Well, by this time the twins were absolutely exhausted, and pocketing their threads, they curled up under one of the trees and fell fast asleep as if a magic spell had been cast on them. And that is the end of today's story. We will find out what happens when the twins wake up in the next episode. For now, ka kite anō.